Welcome to Philosophical Horizons, everyone. I'm Jack, and today we're diving into something fascinating: how a 2,400-year-old book might hold the key to understanding some of our most pressing modern challenges. With us today is Professor David Johns, an expert in political philosophy and ancient wisdom. Welcome to the show, Professor Johns.
Thank you, Jack. Delighted to be here. And please, just call me Johns.
Johns, let's start with something provocative. If I asked you to design the perfect society from scratch, where would you begin?
That's exactly the challenge Plato took on in the Republic, Jack. And interestingly, he started with a fundamental question that still haunts us today: what is justice, really?
It seems like such a simple question, but I'm guessing the answer isn't so straightforward.
Simple questions often have the most complex answers. In Book 1 of the Republic, Plato presents several definitions through different characters. One character, Cephalus, suggests that justice is simply telling the truth and paying your debts.
That sounds reasonable enough on the surface. Why isn't that sufficient?
Well, think about it. If your friend lends you their weapon and then later asks for it back while in a dangerous mental state, is returning it really the just thing to do?
So we're already seeing how even seemingly straightforward definitions can break down in practice.
This is why Plato argues that justice must be more than just a set of rules. It's about expertise, about truly understanding what's right in each situation.
That reminds me of how we often struggle with this today, like when AI algorithms make decisions about loans or prison sentences. We're still wrestling with what true justice means in practice.
Exactly. And this is where Plato makes a fascinating move. He suggests that to understand justice in individuals, we should first look at justice in society as a whole, like examining letters written in larger text.
That's an intriguing approach. Why look at the bigger picture first?
Because Plato believed that justice in society and justice in the individual soul mirror each other. Think of society as an orchestra. Each section needs to play its proper part for the whole to create harmony.
I love that analogy. So how does Plato break down this societal orchestra?
He divides it into three main classes: the guardians, who are the wise rulers; the auxiliaries, who are the brave defenders; and the producers, who provide for society's material needs.
And each of these has its own crucial role to play.
Precisely. Justice emerges when each class performs its proper function without interfering with others. But here's where it gets really interesting. Plato says this same structure exists within each of our souls.
Wait, so we each have these three elements within us?
Yes. We have reason, like the guardians; spirit or determination, like the auxiliaries; and basic desires or appetites, like the producers. Personal justice comes when these parts are in proper harmony.
That's fascinating. So when we talk about inner conflict, we're really talking about these different aspects of ourselves competing for control.
Exactly right, Jack. When we feel torn between what we know we should do and what we want to do, that's these different parts of our soul in conflict.
Could you give us a modern example of how this plays out?
Think about someone trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Reason knows the benefits of exercise and good nutrition; spirit provides the determination to stick to goals, while appetite craves that late-night pizza.
That's something everyone can relate to. But how does this personal harmony connect back to justice in society?
This is where Plato's genius really shows. He argues that a just society requires leaders who have achieved this internal harmony, people whose reason properly governs their other impulses.
So we're talking about more than just being smart or having the right qualifications.
Much more. Plato's ideal rulers, his philosopher kings, aren't just intellectuals. They are people who have developed wisdom through mastering themselves first.
That raises an interesting question about our modern leadership selection. We tend to focus on experience, education, maybe charisma.